What is going on, you guys? Bastion Yjo here, and we have now concluded the YCS Bochum. I believe that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering it, and I'm very sorry. But we have now crowned our new champion of the YCS, which is Marco Perico, playing World Chalice. Out of all decks, World Chalice has taken the biggest European YCS ever. I'm not sure if that's in the world or just in Europe, but that's absolutely ridiculous. He was playing World Chalice, as I mentioned before. He played it amazing. He played it beautifully with some cards that I've never seen in World Chalice before. It worked out really well. I'm here to just show you how game one kind of went. So as you can see, he has after he has the Lee on board, it basically he just goes off from there. So I'm just speed it up. His opponent, Marcus Bochum, will try to play it out, activating Curtain Raiser. He has Purple Poison, summons Black Fang. Marco will bounce back the Curtain Raiser because it's once per duel the effect, and he has a monster on board, so he can't even activate it. And he will bounce back Eve, I believe. And then he has Gamma Seal for negation, so now we will see Marcus Bochum attempt to activate Power Desires, but Gamma Seal negates it, and that's pretty much how Game 1 ended. Game 2, a completely different story, with our Pendulum Magician player Marcus Bochum going first. Take a look at this card right here in his hand. Rank Up Magic Argent Chaos Force, I believe that's what it says. And it's absolutely ridiculous because I've never seen that. I haven't seen that played ever. So now you're going to see what he does with it. He goes out. Let me speed it up. He's gonna summon Utopia in defense mode. Now you're thinking, what the hell? What is this? But now he activates it, or sends it from his hand to the graveyard. And out comes Utopic Zexal. He plays Zexal in his deck. That's absolutely incredible. This is a spicy man right here. I've never thought about taking Utopic Zexal in any deck post-Link. The fact that he was able to make it in a final of a YCS in itself is absolutely impressive, and kudos to him. He's able to, that card alone just shuts off Marco for an entire one turn, as he does Gamma Seal Kaiju it to stop the damage a little bit, but the damage has already been done, and one last turn for a World Chalice player is way too much. and the Pendulum Magician Marcus Burchin goes on to take the win for round 2. Now round 3, both first rounds were very one-sided. Round 3 is the one where we get an incredible back and forth. Both players brick like crazy, with Perico going first. He draws only one World Chalice monster, which is beckoned by World Chalice, which, as far as I know, can do nothing by itself. You can link with it, but then you link one and that's it. I mean, he has Herald, he plays Eva, which was so clutch in this game for him. It's amazing, such an amazing card for him. He has Kyoto Warfront and Anti-Spell Fragrance, which him going first puts in so much work against the Marcus Burchin. He is going to go to activate Anti-Spell Fragrance, and Marcus Burchin has nothing he can do. So he normal summons Purple Poison, attacks, and starts dealing little damage like that. Now, as we can see here, Perico thought that he could set his World Legacy World Chalice card, but apparently Imduk only protects from, doesn't protect. Apparently Imduk will only allow you to normal summon and gain an extra normal summon, so he has to summon in attack mode, and it has 0 attack, I believe 0 defense also, so that's really tough for him, because Purple Poison is going to be able to do even more damage now that that's on board. Now, see, what happened here is what Perico was saying in his interview, where he misplayed by summoning Beckoned in attack mode. By doing this, he allows Purple Poison to crash into it, and because Purple Poison is now destroyed, it can destroy Anti-Spell Fragrance, which lets Marcus go completely off in main phase 2 and try to set up the best board he can. which I think he does a very good job at, to summon Abyss Dweller against World Chalice. I think it's a very strong play. Unfortunately not strong enough though, because here comes Marco Perico with the comeback, and I'm gonna just let this play through really quickly so you guys can see this amazing man and how he tries to out this. So here he activates his Ningirsu to get rid of one of his brilliant fusions, and he pops the Electrum, making Marco have complete advantage over the board now. He completely turned the game around on Marcus, and now he has Saruja. He has 2 negates, I believe, with the Gamma Seal, and he pretty much has so much advantage right now. He did activate Soul Charge though, putting him at 1700 life points compared to Marcus's 7400, and he only gets 1 battle phase after this. So because of that Soul Charge, he doesn't get to enter his battle phase this turn, which is gonna be a little costly, but it pays out in the end. Here we see Marcus try to summon his Electrum again, which is only going to get bounced back by Firewall Dragon. And here's where a mistake that Marcus made, I believe. He has 2 low scales in his pendulum scales, so he is unable to pendulum summon at this point. He can't pendulum summon, which is, if you're a pendulum player, like, what do you do at that point, you know? He was really hoping for that Electrum to go off so he can pop one of his scales so he can proceed into further going, but he just wasn't able to. I think that's a 1 and a 2 scale, so he couldn't even do anything. So now we go into Marco Perico's turn, which gets really, really crazy. Here we see Marcus detach Abyssoa to activate it, but the thing is that Gamma Seal can negate that, and it doesn't destroy, so he can't summon Astrograph Sorcerer. It banishes, negates, and banishes. Gamma Seal came through so clutch right there. It's absolutely ridiculous. And here we just see Marco Perico just summon, beckoned, and attack for game. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your new YCS Bochum 2018 final champion, Marco Perico with World Chalice. Congratulations to you, man. I doubt he'll ever watch this video, but if he does, hats off to you. You played amazing. I loved watching all your plays. And yeah, man, I mean, I guess World Chalice might hop into the mix for the meta. I mean, you know, could happen. And alright, so that's gonna be it, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Later.